It was supposed to be a quiet Saturday afternoon barbecue to some family, a few friends, and my brother who had just returned from active duty overseas. We set up the grill in the backyard, had some folding chairs around the lawn. Kids were laughing, the speaker was playing soft jazz, and ribs was sizzling like heaven itself had RSVP'd. But in this neighborhood where the HOA thinks it's homeland security, peace is a temporary luxury. About 40 minutes in, we noticed Karen peeking through her blinds across the street. She's the self-appointed HOA enforcer who once sent a violation notice because a kid's bike was blocking grass growth. She hates smiles, noise, and joy in general. This time she was watching us like a hawk, her eyes twitching at the sight of balloons and smoke from the grill. We didn't think much of it until 2 cop cars pulled up in front of my house. I walked out, surprised, and asked, "Can I help you, officers?" One of them replied, "We received a report about a potential unauthorized gathering, excessive noise, and code violations." I laughed politely and gestured to the backyard. "It's just a barbecue with veterans and family." He nodded, but looked unsure, until he spotted who was sitting calmly near the grill, sipping sweet tea and laughing with my brother, none other than Governor Thomas D. Walker. He had come quietly as a personal guest to support my brother's return. When the officers recognized him, their posture instantly straightened. One whispered, "Governor Walker." The governor smiled and walked up, saying, "Evening, gentlemen. Fine day for a welcome home celebration, isn't it?" The look on those officers' faces could have been framed. That's when Karen stormed out in her floral robe, shrieking, "I don't care if he's the mayor or the pope. This violates HOA noise ordinances." The officers turned to her, stunned. The governor didn't flinch. He calmly said, "Actually, I helped write those ordinances, and this gathering is perfectly legal. You, however, are disturbing the peace." Karen's mouth hung open as everyone stared. One neighbor across the street even started clapping. Karen, red-faced, turned around and stormed back into her house, slamming the door so hard a wind chime fell. The officers apologized and left. But the story didn't end there. One of the governor's aides had filmed the entire interaction, Karen yelling, the officers arriving, the twist reveal. By morning, the clip was viral with millions of views under the title, "Karen calls cops on barbecue, doesn't know governor is the guest." People from all over were commenting, laughing, and praising the governor for his calm clapback. The HOA board held an emergency meeting that week, and I showed up with printed copies of the state's own HOA compliance laws. Karen didn't say a word. Multiple neighbors filed new complaints against her, false reports, intimidation, and rule abuse. She was immediately suspended from her compliance monitoring duties, and the president of the HOA came to my door the next morning with a handwritten apology. We hosted another barbecue the following weekend, this time with even more people and food. No cops, no complaints. And Governor Walker, he sent us a custom BBQ set with his seal engraved. Karen hasn't come outside since. We still wave at her window, just in case she's watching.